Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. Winter is here. I'm doing this one inside. Probably for the next, probably 5 months, I'll be inside. Anyway, um, another critique of the Joe Rogan show. Last week, he had on a guy named Matt Walsh, and I thought of him as perhaps the most hateful guest Joe has ever had on. I mean, an extreme right wing, like just hate. He's got this thing about his whole MO is anti-trans. In fact, I think I went on the internet here. I think he's written about three books or so on anti-trans. He just did a documentary called "What Is a Woman?" Like, what the fuck is up with this guy? So anyway, the most disgusting, hateful, creepiest guy Joe has ever had on his show. And by the way, the last hour two to the end is great because Joe challenges him on gay marriage and marriage itself. It's classic. If you want to listen to the podcast, go to hour two and listen from then on. So anyway, I found a clip here too where David Pakman is breaking it down, and he's spot on. And I'm going to read you some of the comments, or I'll put them in the comment section here. But here we go.
I have a really interesting clip from the Joe Rogan program. Matt Walsh has become an expert to the right wing about gender and trans issues. He did a documentary about trans issues. Here. He confronts people about gender-affirming care and all these different things. And it turns out that he's just a liar. He's just a liar. And there was a very interesting moment wherein yesterday on Joe Rogan's podcast, Matt Walsh was saying millions of trans people are on puberty blockers. Yeah. Hundreds of thousands are getting...
Not true.
Hundreds of thousands of minors, prepubescent girls are getting gender reassignment surgery and blah, blah, blah. It's all untrue. Let's start with the clip. It's fact-checked by Joe Rogan's producer, Jamie.
He's great, by the way, Jamie.
The interview. And everything, this is a clinic. This is a clinic in critical thinking. Let's listen.
How many people have had this done?
Depends on what. I don't think we have exact numbers, but it's.
We do have numbers. We have very good numbers on what's happening in the United States. There is data for how many procedures of just about every kind are being done.
We're talking about the drugs. Millions.
Okay, so millions on puberty blockers. All right, let's continue.
You're talking about hormone blockers.
Yeah.
Millions of kids have been on hormone blockers?
This is not true.
I'm sure someone's going to fact check me on that, but my guess is that we're into the millions now at this point. Yeah, that would be my guess. I can say for double mastectomies, the most...
Okay, so millions on hormone blockers. Millions of minors on hormone blockers. The best data I was able to find...
I looked this up, too.
That there's 120,000 children struggling with what is often called gender dysphoria. Mm-hmm. Some small fraction of
I think it's only 4,000.
At some point might take some of these medications. Okay, he says millions a year. The total number with gender dysphoria, 120,000. Only a fraction of those are taking these medications. So first lie.
I actually looked it up. It was 4,000. So the actual number on those hormones is 4,000. 4,000, the whole country. He said millions. So there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go.
Do the numbers really even matter to these people? I don't think so. But there's the first lie.
I read a report recently that there were over 1,000.
Oh, let me back up because now they're onto something else.
I can say for double mastectomies, I read a report recently that there were over 1,000 done between 2016 and 2019. And when you compare that to how many were done between, 2008 and 2015, it's a massive.
Okay, but that's 300 a year. Huh. That doesn't sound so high, does it? But that's not even really right. Let's continue.
Increase. And over 1,000 girls had gender-affirming double mastectomies in that time frame.
And when you say girls, you're talking about prepubescent?
Right, minors.
Now did you see what just happened there? You're talking about prepubescent? Double mastectomies for prepubescent girls? We'll get back to that. That doesn't make sense either. And he goes, that's right, minors. Okay. Prepubescent and minor are two different things.
Right.
I'm sure you know that. But did you see how slickly he slipped that in? I'll play it once more.
And over 1,000 girls had gender affirming double mastectomies in that time frame.
And when you
But
say girls, you're talking about prepubescent?
right, minors.
Right, minors. So two different things. Now, of course, you might say, do prepubescent girls have breasts? Can you even do a double mastectomy?
Exactly.
Prepubescent girl, what exactly are you removing? And of course, if you research this, you start to find medical information about it. It is very rare that prepubescent girls actually have breasts, and you can read about what happens to the nipple. And right? I mean,
I'm going to put this whole thing. There's a few more minutes left in the comment section, and also the comments here are just. Let me just see if I could find this here. The comments were here. We are. I mean. And it's exactly what I said. When I saw this, and I called a couple of friends, I'm like, did you hear that Matt Walsh thing? I went on Reddit too. And again, it's the same old anti-trans shit for the first 2 hours. And the last hour, from hour 2 on, it was great. Joe, that was the Joe that I know. The Joe I know and love. Pro gay marriage, whatever. This guy's just a hateful scumbag. And listen to some of the comments. It's so weird, and this is what I say. Why is he so obsessed with this? Rogan is obsessed with it too, by the way. So, but it's just so weird. Here, this is the best comment. And I'm going to put these all in the comment section here. But listen to what this guy says. Old, retired, white, male, family guy, veteran, pretty average, slow to catch up with social issues, etc. I know only a few gay folks through my job. Zero trans that I'm aware of. But I have to say, in my 70 plus years, no such person has ever hurt or inconvenienced me in any way. As far as the job, they're all just great. So let me just end with this. Like, their whole MO, their whole thing is wokeism, going after woke and the trans and all this stuff. And I'm like that's because that's all they have. And I'm like, wait a minute. So why are you bothering these people? Leave these people alone. They're not hurting anyone. Are they storming the Capitol? I'll leave it at that. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here at Tabor Talk. What an awful, hateful person that Matt Walsh is. And my feeling is it's almost a cliche. He's probably in the closet. So secretly, he's fantasizing about gay sex or whatever. There you go. It's a cliche. We all know this. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Tabor Talk.